What is up, guys? Part-time Rogue here. Uh, Today I'm gonna be playing a interesting little platformer I found on Steam called Dead Cells. Game is a little bit of a you have one life basically challenge, kind of try and run through, and you start in a prison cell and it's a kind of ever-changing little dungeon. And basically your goal is to escape, and you just go through, get different weapons and things like that, and as you progress, there's kind of like permanent upgrades you can buy for your character through collecting cells of monsters you kill. So let's just jump right in. We're starting from scratch, so I don't have any of those perks just yet, but let's see how far I can get. Normal mode. Alright. And I live. Alright, so right now I'm starting with a little dagger there. Also playing this with a controller. Aren't you the headless fellow that's been getting around? Yeah, that's totally me. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I don't think I have a tongue, seeing as I'm a loading eyeball. Oh yeah, that's right. No tongue. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, it must be strange to be back from the dead. I mean, surely you must have noticed. You can no longer die. I don't really understand it, but you're not the first to find yourself in this situation, if that's what you want to know. I guess? Alright, so, I can pick one of these two, so I usually take the bow as my secondary. Yep. Yeah, don't bother opening doors. Alright. Yep, so basically this is kind of what it's going to be like. A lot of monsters, different enemies as you get farther along. And that HP you get, that's essentially all you get. You can buy upgrades for your character as you go. Get more health, things like that. I'll show you when we get there. And I'm just checking all these empty rooms, trying to find, they're like little runes you find on either the ground or the wall, and they can release treasures. As you go to, you'll find different ways to fight, and basically it's like kind of find what works for you, in a sense. I tried a few different ways. I definitely like taking the bow rather than the shield. But that's just me. Oh, yep, these guys can throw through different levels. And these, you always want to take these whenever you find them. So they'll power you up. So essentially, brutality will increase damage with red weapons. So you see on the bottom left there, my sword is a red weapon. And you'll also get 50% HP. Tactics increase damage with purple weapons. My bow is a purple weapon, and I'll get 40 health, and then survival here is a green weapon. I don't have any right now, but you do get the most percentage of HP, and it will vary depending on what you go, so I'll just take red first since I have my sword. Granted, this is just a rusty little sword that you start with, but that's okay. Not a good place. There we go. Not doing so hot. So hopefully I can make it through, but we'll see how that goes. And for anyone asking, these teleporters are just to go from what you've discovered, so I could go back if I need to, go a different way or something like that. So I can teleport back here like this, and decide instead I want to go down, get this guy, and see this little glowing blue square in front of me? It reveals a treasure. So as you progress, you can unlock another one right here. You can unlock and find things that'll like yeah, and see on the ground here, I'm not entirely sure how to activate these ones, but maybe it's a skill or something later on that I can learn, but I still haven't figured out how to get past those. I'm kind of dripping all over the place. Ah, this guy. So you'll randomly find the shopkeeper throughout, and you'll be able to buy things, but I don't have enough gold for anything right now, and I would definitely like those red daggers, those dual daggers, but not enough coin. What's this here? Another power-up scroll, so I have to pay to get through this one. So we'll take it, because we want that extra health. This time I'm going to go green so I can get the most out of it. 14 health, okay. That's kind of bad, but let's see what we can do here. Playing it a little risky. I think there was another way to go back here. And there is only one way out, so hopefully I can find it. Ooh, treasure. We like treasure. Okay. These are kind of useful. I like them. I had a little tactic. The farthest I ever gotten was with these traps, and there's this thing called a shredder, which if I can find one would be awesome. But it basically like a little, almost like a little turret thing that you throw down that does a bunch of damage over time. Ooh, okay. Teleport here. I'm kind of lucky right now that I haven't run into any traps or anything like that so far. Usually pretty good around them. The only thing that ever kills me is enemies so far, but let's see. Oh, there's a lot of those guys. Yeah, this is going to be a little tricky. Oh, and we're dead. I've gotten farther on the first try before, but that's okay. Things keep changing, so. Back already? Seems like you've been having a rough time of it. Yeah, kinda. You have noticed how things seem to change each time you pass through? A little bit. One could get to the thinking that this island is alive. It's quite ridiculous, wouldn't you say? Oh, I wouldn't go that far. So again, always going to start with the sword, or the bow and the shield, and the sword in your pocket until you buy the upgrade for a random starter bow, or starter shield, or starter sword. I believe there's one. And if I actually get that far, I'll be able to show you. I think if I'll use the bow a little more, I'll do a little better than last time. So yeah, anytime you use arrows, your ammunition is limited, but you can buy like a ammo upgrade, so you have twice as much ammo. Oh yeah, treasure chest already. Ah, kind of funny that we got that again, but that's okay. Use it to my advantage. I feel like these have something to do with something, but haven't figured that part out yet either. There's a lot of mystery, we'll say. And the only way I'm gonna figure things out is I go farther, I'll get more upgrades, and there's some boss battles and things like that that will unlock certain abilities. Oh, look at that. Come down here first. And so as you unlock the certain abilities, like I know one creates vines so you can climb upwards. Oh, yep, found some bread. Yeah. I enjoy the little fact that you can change whatever, it's just aesthetically, whatever food items are in the game to heal you. So I picked all bread, so I will have bread and croissants and baguettes and things like that. Take red again. Oh, secret room. Looks like the prisoner managed to get out of prison early. I'm sure it's convenient finding all these messages on the wall. Lore on a lore on a shoestring. The writing is barely legible. Don't want contaminated. Out of here. See you again, I hope. The Malice. Not infected. Won't die. Huh. Okay. Oh, secret room. Alright. Left his bag behind him. Must have been in quite a panic. Ooh, shiny pebble. Cool. So yeah, there's a lot of random things like that around that'll just be there. Different little secrets and things like that. Let's see, we'll go with green this time to get some HP. Feel like I'm doing a little better this time. Haven't taken quite as much damage. I'm telling you, always take the bow. Just my suggestion, but hey. Ah, the slicer. So, little trick with this. Oop. Throw down this, and then they get stuck in the leg trap and basically just take continual damage. Oop. Secret. No, not allowed, sorry. Ah, and here's the exit. Would you look at that? Alright, so I can pass through here. I'll end up In between each level, there's basically this safe zone where you can talk to this guy. He's the collector, and I'm about the closest thing you'll find to decent company around here. Bring me the cells you gather from the others. In exchange, I'll produce a few useful little items for you. Should you stumble upon a blueprint, bring it to me, and I will introduce you to some more experimental items. So I actually did pick up a blueprint earlier. So these are the basic ones that you start with. Health flasks, which it forces you to get the first time, but that's okay because you definitely want that. And I am 1 cell short, so I'll have to come back sometime. Or at least make it through the next level without a health flask. I can't go back after you come through here, so you just have to keep going forward. This guy will give you mutations, which are helpful. Basically, upgrade for your character. These ones are temporary. So I usually take necromancy first, because you can get basically, self-sustain. Get some health back after every kill. Funny, they look a little like me. Oh, they are me. And this will help me regain health right now, just fully restore my HP, and it would also fill your health flasks if you had any, but I don't have one right now. So we'll continue on to the promenade of the condemned. Alright. So, yep. Now, starting to see some traps, spikes, and things like that. Which spikes aren't really what get me. It's the flails on chains. And see, there's got to be some way to get up there, but I just haven't figured it out. Can never get that high. No matter what, there's always this locked door. It'll appear in different places, but usually there's this locked door is always somewhere on the level. I'm not sure too sure how to open those yet either, so that's something I'll have to figure out. So basically just make my way through and hopefully get one more cell somewhere along the way. So I can get those health flasks. And I really, really hate those guys with swords. Nope. Sorry. Oop. Okay, at least he's distracted with that. Alright, I just got a blueprint for Spartan sandals. I actually haven't used those, but check them out sometime and see. Alright. I usually always check around, because you never know what you'll find. Especially in this game. So I always check everywhere I can. Or at least try to before I move on. But if I find the door, I'm not gonna go back. That was close. Alright. Cool. I got 2 more cells, so now I just have to make it through this part to be able to get through and unlock some health flasks. So definitely gonna try and use that portal and teleport back, because I don't want to have to go through those again. Firebrands. Alright, so does burning damage. We'll swap it out for the bow and see. Okay, so it's a little thing I throw. Cool. Not too sure how I'm gonna get through that, but I kind of want that. I like that. That's a bow that shoots 2 arrows over there at the same time. So if I can get that, I definitely want that. So teleport back up here. Run through. I always find it easier to go up. Ooh. Ooh. Spikes are dangerous. So I found a fire grenade. Oop, taking some damage. Alright. Here we go. Gonna try and avoid these guys for right now. Gotta take this out first. Otherwise they get shields, which are not going to be helpful for me. Okay, I am taking some serious damage. See how far we could get though with the little amount of health I got. Oop, and there we go. Dead once more. But don't worry, I'll keep progressing and see how far we can get. But that looks like that's it for this episode. So I have survived. Well, I shouldn't say I survived. I've died twice. And I'll just show you real quick. All these jars, these will actually hold up. Okay. Odd kind of place though, no matter how you look at it. I imagine this will be a sight to behold when you and the collector have lit all the flasks up. Yeah, it will. You're working on it, aren't you? Well, I am. Obviously you're not. Obviously you're chipping away at it. Like all the others. Implying that the others of you going through. So I don't have any perks right now, but all of these will be upgraded and filled with perks as I go along and get stronger, play more. And this guy right here will keep track of my whole record. I know what you want. Oh yes, I know all your dirty little secrets. And I've been writing them all down in my little book. That's what I do. You kill things, I take notes. So it will actually keep track of all the things you found, and all the weapons you've unlocked, and the skills, general info, how many times you've died, chests open, things like that, how far you've gotten, enemies killed. So it'll even tell you what killed you. So pretty cool. So we'll try this again next episode and see just how far I can get. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.